Lebanon. I mean, who was winning the war at the time of the ceasefire? Who, on the flip side of that coin, needed the ceasefire more?
Well, I go back to Haaretz. I think that was accurate. Iran was not losing, so they were winning. We were not winning, so we were losing. I mean, that's pretty clear when you look at it. And you look at the travesty that occurred inside Iran, and we don't know all the details yet. Hegseth prayed for them and compared them to all manner of religious manifestations. But the truth of the matter is it was a worse debacle than occurred in the mid-'70s with Jimmy Carter trying to rescue the hostages when the C-130 and the helicopter collided in the desert, and I killed 8 people, as I recall, and destroyed both aircraft. This was a bigger debacle than that, both in cost, in number of aircraft destroyed, and I'm told in number of people injured or killed.
You talking about the rescue?
Yes.
People were injured and killed in the rescue? Well, that would defy what the Secretary of Defense announced.
Of course it does. And it wasn't necessarily a rescue, except that it was in the middle of an operation to grab the uranium, and all of a sudden they had a rescue to perform.
Correct. So they failed to grab the uranium. They have failed to bring about regime change. They have failed to neuter Israeli or Iranian missiles. And the Strait of Hormuz is open or closed, depending upon whether you want to pay the $2 million per tanker fee. So what did Donald Trump gain by his war?
Not a thing, except a lot of money lost and maybe a few MAGA people reattached to his side for his fierceness. I don't know. I couldn't give you a positive thing that has emanated from this conflict at all. I could give you a lot of negatives, including the incredible amount of money he's now asking for, in addition to the $1.5 trillion that Congress has almost more or less granted him. We're talking about looking at something like $2 trillion before this is over with, going to the Defense Department, which is a transfer of money that is unparalleled in time of minor conflict, like Trump would probably categorize this. But it's just awesome what the Congress is allowing him to do, especially given the degree of debt we're in right now.
Especially given that the Pentagon in the modern era has never passed an audit. So where's that money going to go, Colonel Wilkerson?
Some of it's got to go into pockets. You know it is. You know it is. It's going into the pockets of these people who have signed up to the TCOM, which he just fired the leader of because that leader didn't want to go along with it. And it's going into the hands of the cronies of Jared Kushner, Pete Hegseth, I'm sure, and others who are hooked up with these companies that are avant-garde Silicon Valley type companies that are going to take the Defense Department further and faster than ever in its history. And as Harry Truman might have said, running his investigation committee into war profiteering during World War II, and steal the American taxpayers' money out the yin-yang.
Wow. Wow.